Hi everyone, my name is Chris Richards. I am the head golf professional at Soldier Hollow Golf Course at Wasatch Mountain State Park, and today I'd like to share with you what's in my bag. As you see here, this is my White Tiger head cover. In high school I played lacrosse. Nothing to do with golf, but they called me White Tiger. It's kind of my lucky head cover. So first club in the bag, I use a Callaway Rogue driver. I keep it at 10 degrees, and I have a Tennessee white stiff shaft. Also a huge Raiders fan, have to support my Raiders. This is one of my favorite clubs in the bag. It's pretty new. It's a Paradigm, Callaway Paradigm. It is a Mitsubishi Chemical 80 gram stiff shaft. It is a 16.5 degree, gives me a little help off the ground, but I love the bottom of it. It really gets through the grass. Probably hit it fairly close to my driver, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Next club in the bag is my hybrid. I haven't changed this one for a couple years. It is a Callaway Apex. It's a 19 degree. Haven't changed it because I like it a lot. It's got the recoil dart shaft. All right, my iron set. So right now I currently use the Apex Pros. I have a 4-through gap wedge. I love them. They look so good when you're looking down at the club. You know, it's not the brand new Apex Pros, but I'm gonna go try those out. I might stick with these. They look so good and I love them. Okay, next up, wedges. I have Jaws wedges, and with all my irons, I like the multi-compound green. Just think it looks good. I actually haven't used a glove ever. I like the feel of that grip in my hand, and these are a little tacky. You know, sometimes I get blisters, but unfortunately I don't play enough right now to get them. I'll use a glove when I practice on the range sometime if I'm hitting a lot of balls, but for now I like these grips. My wedges are Callaway Jaws raw wedges. I've got a 54 degree 10S, and I've got a 60 degree also 10S. Kind of something about me, growing up, I was never taught about bounce. I've really been trying to work the last few years on learning how bounce goes through the grass and how to use the bounce. I first kind of learned about it with Lynn Langren when I worked at Bonneville, and it's a struggle. It affects my chipping and my pitching, but I'm working on it, and I might play around with some different bounces, some different grinds. Putter. As you can see, I have a Putt for Dough Pillsbury Doughboy head cover. My nickname growing up was Pills, after the Pillsbury Doughboy. I guess the story, they would poke my belly and I'd giggle, so take it for what that's worth. I use the White Hot Versa Double Wide by Odyssey. I use a 33-inch putter. I love the way it looks with the two black lines and the white down the middle. I've always been someone who believes in letting your arms hang. Putting, I want to look right over the ball. I'm short myself, so 33 inches is about as long as I'll go. Sometimes I like to go down to 32, even 31 and a half. For right now, this putter seems to be working really well. Looks great, puts a great roll on the ball. So yeah, that's my putter and my putter head cover, Pillsbury Doughboy, Putt for Dough. I've got this pocket here. This always holds my golf balls. As you can see, sunscreen is important. I know I have kind of olive skin, but I need to always keep that sun protected from my skin. We don't want skin cancer. And I tend to keep a lot of my scorecards in my bag. I just kind of like to look over kind of what I did the last round. This is from Tawana Vista at the section championship. This pocket here, I've got my tees, and then I always like to keep my clubs clean. Didn't have a good example for you today, but I like the club cleaner to keep those clean, and I've got my range token bag for practice. Keep it in there as a reminder. All right, so we'll go with my towel next. I like to support the section, the Utah PGA and the National PGA. I switch towels. I don't have a lucky towel or anything. I just make sure I have one on the bag. I like to bring it to the green and clean off my ball and clean off the wedges as I'm playing. This is my Purple Crown Royal bag. Keeps kind of the essentials when I'm playing. Got my rangefinder, ball marks. I have a few extra balls, pencils, Sharpies to mark my ball. The ball I use a Callaway Chrome Soft, and I use the triple track. I always like lining up my ball. It's important. My divot repair tool. This is my lucky divot repair tool. As you can see, it's a Colorado Rockies, but I found it and my initials are CR, so I get a lot of questions on the green. I'll mark my ball and people will say, oh, you're a Rockies fan, and I always have to tell them no, it's just my initials. Also, I always like to use a divot repair tool with two marks on it in case I need to help someone out and mark their ball too. One last pocket here. This I'll either keep training aids, jackets, potentially be needed on the course. Represent Soldier Hollow also. Yeah, but that is what's in my bag. Thank you for joining me today.